Week 5 of the NFL. And up next, it's Deshaun Watson. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Lions and the Panthers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And look at this, right away a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We always knew that 2022 was going to be something of a write-off year for Williams, who was recovering from a torn ACL. But he did play some snaps late and teased Lions fans with his lone catch, a 41-yard touchdown. They believe, and so does he, that the show begins this season.
Down the right sideline. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Watson. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here the Panthers set to take over for the first time, and Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. It's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
To throw is Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually good.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whenever they've tried to run, has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Lions at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Once more Montgomery. And this time he'll score. Touchdown Lions. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Young now. And that'll be incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week. And that win over the Packers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Another run for Gibbs here. I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Back to throw, Watson. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. There he goes, right side. A big play there for Detroit. 52 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And Young's throw there incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibbs. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down to give to Gibbs. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's airing it out for Williams, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's put up no numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Watson. That pass caught. It's Williams. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Looking to throw, Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Finding space at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. The play fake. Now Young. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Open man is Thielen. Is complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Young. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. It's a 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime and make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series, so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. The give, right side for Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Carolina getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming up 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Room here to run. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Young off the play fake. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Again, it's Young. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. To throw on 2nd down is Young. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Young's throw there incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, Young. That escapes the sack. And that's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
It's Young off play action. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've come to message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Young got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
10 cycles. Go.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Now here's Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Marshall. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Ready, set. 17. Ready.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, Young loses it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. Taking it right down Broadway, and into the end zone, a scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Out of the gun, it's Young, able to get away. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Watson on 1st down. Open man right side is St. Brown. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Brock Wright, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
That's the tight end Hurst with it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Young will set to throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This taken in at the goal line. Jameson Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark.
Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200-yard mark.
Boy, you want that. You seem excited.
I know, and it's really weird because normally I want guys to intercept the ball.
Right.
I want to knock it down. In this case, he's been fun to watch.
The former DB rooting for the wide receivers. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And they're going to speed things up here. Watson changing the play. Here's Watson throwing on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now Watson. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. To throw is Watson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Lions add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Get quickly to Thielen here. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Throwing, Young. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. He may go. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ballgame.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
2nd down, Young. That's to Marshall on the quick slant. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Young to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. That throw by Young incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Adam Thielen. 61 yards. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come after this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Here's Watson. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. First and 10, Young. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. On the draw, here's Sanders. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Young, and Sanders has got it complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Young. This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line. Go. Looking to throw, Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Throwing now, Watson. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We got London. standing on the truth.
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about it, that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich.
Can I talk my...
Come on!
That other side.
The Oakley way!
Hey.
C5!
Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted, still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending, all the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes, big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with too thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful, I'm doing won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they book me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne. I used to wanna be like Nip with the Cuban link chain. I used to rap like Jay, trying to make me a name. Now all I do is C5, and I'ma stay in my lane. I could do anything I put my mind to, that's fact. I wanna be a so I start. I like so I went on start flipping packs. I heard the drought 3 and said, dog, I'm a rap. I did that, superseded expectation. I refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. I'm the hottest rapper on the West, let's just face it. So put that pride to the side, then let's get paper. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep.